What's up, Commanders fans? Going into this offseason, we had a huge question. And that huge question was, who were we going to re-sign? And out of all the people that we had to re-sign this season, we all wanted Kamren Curl. And that was because he was a great tackler. And we felt as though he did great. And we can't say the same for Dan Quinn and how he felt. But we can say that Dan Quinn felt as though Kamren Curl was a great player. But from what we've seen from Kamren Curl, he's not a huge turnover guy. And that's what Dan Quinn wants in his players. And that's a huge factor in paying a player like him. And because he wasn't creating a lot of turnovers, it was hard for them coming in really understanding why they should pay him so much money. Seeing as though he was done his rookie contract, and he was looking to get his next contract, and he wanted to get a big payout. And the only difference about this that could have saved Kamren Curl is if he was to get paid at another time. Seeing that the time that he was getting paid was at a crucial time for the Commanders, which was Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera were at a crucial time in playing for the Commanders. Like it was a time where they had to win. They had to win, right? It was nothing but playoff hopes for them, right? Because we were tired of them. And if they didn't win, they had to go because it was time for them to change. We were tired of the way they played, and honestly, they got worse, and we all seen it. So that was a huge factor in bringing back Kamren Curl. Of course, he did a great job this season. He had the second most tackles on the team, but he still wasn't creating turnovers. And for a new ownership, a new head coach, new defensive coach coming in to look at Kamren Curl and say, okay, I want to pay you, and you guys only won 4 games, and the defense was the worst in the league, how can I sit here and say you deserve this much money when I can just go out and get somebody for the same amount that he was getting paid? Kamren Curl was getting $3 million for 4 years. I can go get somebody for that and pay them that. And I can get somebody on your level and pay them at the same level versus paying you more for something that I don't feel you are worth. Seeing as though in these 4 years, we've only gone to the playoff once. And that was, in my opinion, by default. So that was the huge reason why Kamren Curl got let go. One, because he wasn't a huge guy in creating turnovers. And 2, it was a new regime coming in, and they had no ties to him. And they wanted to start over. They wanted to start fresh, get guys that really wanted to go out there and fight and really get a chance to really show their talents. So that's what we're doing. And there's a lot of people we felt like we should have kept. And, people feel like we should have kept Kendall Fuller. Some people even felt like we should have kept Antonio Gibson. I was one of those people. I felt like it wasn't much of a difference from Austin Eckler, but we were about to see. I think what we're doing right now is really necessary because we were 4-13. What more could you ask for? And the fact that we were 4-13, something had to be done. Something had to change. Something drastic. And that's what we've been doing, And Dan Quinn, you can obviously see that he still sees certain people that were great on the team last season, or certain people that will probably work much better under his coaching versus Jack Del Rio or Ron Rivera. So it's a lot of people that we kept on the team that I'm proud of, but we can see that we still need some improvement. And I'm glad that, he went out and got people that want to continue to fight. People like Noah Igbenogany. He's very underestimated, seeing as though he was a first-round draft pick. But I'm liking the picks. I'm liking the fact that we're going to get people like James Pierre. Of course, it's not the most phenomenal players, but it's people that can give and spark a fire under everybody, under this entire team. Really get us on our feet. So, honestly, I think that was the only reason why we did not bring Kamren Curl back. We didn't think he was worth the amount that he wanted. And for us having a new regime in, they want people that they can start from the ground up and not really hold too much weight on them. So that's the reason why we let him go. Too much money. And the fact that if we can save in certain areas and still win, that's all we trying to do. And I'm out. Let me know how y'all feel about that situation, and definitely subscribe to the channel, and let me know how, or if you would have kept Kamren Curl, because at first I was feeling that way, but for the amount of money that we can save on spending on Kamren Curl, and seeing as though we have Quan Martin in the backfield, it's a lot of reason why we should have just moved on. And I'm out.